So, ever since I was a kid, I've always questioned rules and ideals laid out for us in our universe and our society. Why should we have to follow rules and ideas that we don't have ourselves? Why are these laid out before us? And like even later in my life, I want to become a physicist just so I can understand and question the rules of our universe and why we must follow them. So, when I was looking for a poem for this project, I found one poem that just screamed this idea at me. And this is Richard Cory by Edwin Arlington Robinson. Whenever Richard Cory went downtown, we people on the pavement looked at him. He was a gentleman from sole to crown, clean-favored and imperially slim. And he was always quietly arrayed, and he was always human when he talked. But still he fluttered pulses when he said, "Good morning," and he glittered when he walked. And he was rich, yes, richer than a king, and admirably schooled in every grace. In fine, we thought that he was everything to make us wish that we were in his place. So on we worked, and waited for the light, and went without the meat, and cursed the bread. And Richard Cory, one calm summer night, went home and put a bullet through his head. Now, this poem obviously is very dark. I mean, he goes home and puts a bullet through his head, and it's depressing, but if you think about it, the theme of it obviously is you cannot judge a book by its cover. And of course, that's just the most superficial idea when you read this poem. But there's a deeper idea here, in that it questions the whole idea of the American dream. It, sorry, in America, the idea of the American dream is that every person has the same opportunity, and the goal of the American dream is to find wealth and find glory and become happy through that. But in this poem, it questions that. It shows a man who's rich, richer than a king. He's admirably schooled in every grace, and everything's showing for him, yet he still puts a bullet through his head. I think that's just amazing. The fact that it's questioning, like, why should we follow the ideals set before us by other generations? The American idea, the American dream, is just an idea spurred from a past generation. Why should we not be content with what we have? And Richard Cory by what Robinson's arguing here is that we might look to the future and want to find riches and success in whatever we do. But why should we be focused only on riches? Why should we focus on only thriving in society when obviously that might not be everything? Because this man, Richard Cory, who obviously has everything, he fluttered pulses when he talks, he's rich, and yeah, he pretty much, to everyone below him, has everything. This man obviously wasn't content, and maybe everything was too much. So the idea here, and what makes it so American, is that it's questioning past ideas. And America has done this throughout history. They questioned the British. They wanted their own independence from the other nations. And obviously here, by questioning past ideas, this makes this poem more American than the American dream in a way. The idea of following past ideals and past ideas is thrown out the window, and what Robertson does here is he creates his own idea, his own new set of ideals for America. And by doing that, this poem is extremely and very personally American.